Greetings, this is Brandon of Freight Broker Alliance Logistics, and yes, it's that time again. It's another beautiful Monday morning that we've been blessed to see. I want to thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. As always, we want to bring value to the time that you've chosen to spend with us, and we understand that there are many things that you want to accomplish today. So we're going to get into the business of things this morning, and what we're going to be talking about is partnerships. Partnerships in your business, partnerships in your freight broker business, and how instrumental partnerships can be in the success of your business. Yes, there are nightmares about people who have had partnerships with other people that didn't work out. And those partnerships didn't work out for a number of reasons. But when you find a partner, when you find someone who is willing to work with you to build something great, then you have something really special. Now, are partnerships easy? Absolutely not. It's kind of like marriages. Marriages are not necessarily easy, but they can be very rewarding. And that's the same thing with partnerships when it comes down to building something great. Because most people don't build great businesses by themselves. If we look at one of my favorites, Steve Jobs, and the wonderful work he did with Apple. We all know Steve Jobs, but not many of us are as acquainted with Steve Wozniak, or I think the name was Ronald Wayne. These were two of his partners who were instrumental in the success of Apple and building Apple into the giant it is today. And it's very likely that Steve Jobs would never have built it by himself. He would never have built it into what we know today as the mega giant in Apple. We probably wouldn't know it as we know it today if it had not been for those that he put in his network, those important people that helped him bring his dream to fruition. And that's what I want to present to you today. I understand that many people think that, you can go out and build a great business as a one-man band. And I'm sure that that happens occasionally. But the vast majority of businesses that we know today that are mega giant businesses or businesses that are just doing very, very good, most of them are partnerships. Most of them have people within their network that has helped them to take that business to where it is today. Usually businesses are not built by one person. Most times, most people that are millionaires, most people that are very successful in business have someone in their network, some people or a group of people in that network, or many people who've contributed and helped to make that business what it is, or what we know it as today. So it's very important that we look into partnerships. It's important that we look into people that are congruent with your way of seeing things, your way of doing things. And does it have to be exact? Does the person have to be someone who sees things exactly like you see it? Someone who does things exactly like you would do them? No, that's not what partnership is. Partnership, in my opinion, is having someone who brings something to the table that you don't bring to the table. Somebody that's a little bit better at certain things than you are. And you compliment that person because you're better at certain things than that person is. But when we put those together and bring those to the table, then we have a much stronger team. We have a much stronger alliance, because now we have two people that are contributing, or three people, or however many people you decide to bring into your partnership. I definitely don't suggest a whole lot of people as partners. I would look at it as more of a one additional person as a partner, especially in a freight brokerage. And when you have that person who is running after his dream, or pursuing his dream, or interested in doing something great, then you have someone at the very least who you can establish something with, who you can start to build something with. Now, is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. Partnerships are not easy, just like marriages are not easy. But when we can make them work, they can be really, really special. They can be really beneficial. They can be really impactful when it comes down to what you want to build in this world. Or when I say impactful, I mean you could make a real impact on this world when you have solid partnership. And I would definitely recommend, if you are interested in going into the freight broker business, to have a partner, someone who can be your counterbalance, so to speak, someone who can bring something to the table that you may not bring to the table, someone that can take your business or help to take your business to the next level. Because business is hard, business is tough, building a business is tough. And when you have someone who can help you build your business, you're in a much better position to build the business that you're interested in building, to be the successful business person that you are interested in becoming. And you can definitely do that with partnership. Pool your resources. Bring your resources together. Bring your intellect together and explode it. Make that partnership something that you can look back at one day and be like, wow, look at what it is that we have accomplished. Because it's not about who gets the credit for this or that. See, it doesn't matter whether Steve Jobs got the credit for building Apple, because Steve Wozniak was just as important to the success, or if not more important, as Steve Jobs. So they both benefited tremendously from what they built together. So it's about doing something and doing something bigger than yourself. And when you can find partnership, when you can find someone who is interested in building something great with you, then you found a very, very good thing. But of course, it still takes molding. It still takes working things out. Because things are not always going to be perfect. You're not going to always agree on every topic. And that's good. You don't want a sycophant. You don't want someone who agrees with everything it is that you say, because if that's the case, then you don't need a partner. So it basically works as if, like this. If I have a partner who agrees with everything it is that I say, then one of us is not needed. If I agree with him and he agree with me on everything that each other says, then one of us is not needed. So you're going to need that counterbalance. You're going to need someone to say, hey, well, I kind of see it this way. I know what it is that you're saying about this. I understand how you want to approach this from, a business perspective. But I kind of think that this way would work a little bit better. And when we lay those two opinions out on the table and we start to evaluate them, we can look at it and decide which is the better approach. Not because I said it or because he said it. It's because it's what is best for the business. So it's important to understand that in our work, in our partnership, for example, with my partner Dal and I, it's not about what he says or what I say. It's about what is best for the business. Because the business, Alliance Logistics, is bigger than Dal and I. So it's about what we can do together to make it better. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about this morning. I hope this was helpful. If you are interested in building a freight broker business, don't look past a good partner. A good partner can take you much further than you can go on your own. I want to say this last thing before we close here. Partnerships are something that I definitely recommend, but at the same time, be very selective when it comes to a partner. You don't want to just choose someone because they're your friend. You want to choose someone that is interested in being successful. And not only interested in being successful, but understands that work goes into being successful. And we both have to come together and work. We both have to put our minds together and build something great. In order to build something great, we have to work. We have to go to work and be productive in our life and business. So that is what we wanted to share with you today. We hope that it was helpful. If there is anything that we can do to help you out with your venture, give us a buzz or shoot us an email, and hopefully we'll be able to come up with something to help you move your business to the next level. But partnership is something that is very, very important and could definitely contribute to your success. Go to www.training.alliancelogistics.net if you're interested in more information on our training program as far as freight brokerage is concerned, Or you can give us a call if you have a question at 470-427-2711, extension 101. And we also have the 5 video mini-series that was comprised or put together so that we'll be able to answer your questions, get all of your questions answered in one place without having to send an email or shoot a phone call. And if you still need a phone call or you want to talk about the business after you've been able to view the 5 video miniseries, that will be just fine as well. So we're looking forward to working with you when the time is right for you. Until then, have a great day and be productive individuals. Be productive citizens. How can we be a little bit better tomorrow than we are today?